Good morning, children. Myself, Manoj Kumar. I will be taking your physics class, and today I am going to start the chapter that is motion and time. I know that previous teacher has already taught you some topic related in this chapter, but still for a revision purpose, again I am starting this chapter from initial topic because it will be better for you that you will get a revision part once again for this chapter. So we will start from the first topic. Now you know, children, the name of the chapter given is motion and time. The chapter name is given motion and time. In previous class, in class 6, you have gone through the chapter measurement and their units. Basically, here also, in this chapter also, most of the part is covered with the measurement part. But some part of the chapter is related to the speed, different types of speed. So here for the measurement part, it is using the term time measurement. Not only the time measurement we will study the measurement of other physical quantity also. You will see when we move from each topic in this chapter, and also we will going to deal about the different types of unit, standard units of different physical quantities. What is the standard unit? What are the physical quantities? What are the fundamental units? All these things are given. What are speed, uniform speed, non-uniform speed, distance time graph, and several other parts which is given in this chapter. We will deal one by one in this chapter. Please, first of all, I am going to explain the term which is given in the top chapter name, that is motion. You know, when a term, you hear the term motion words, you know, moving. When you hear the word motion, when it comes in your mind that moving means object is moving condition. Object is in moving condition. But how you will identify whether the object is in moving or not moving? So, motion, you know that motion is a relative term. Relative term means, relative word comes from where? You know that relative? You say that he is my cousin brother, या ये मेरा चचेरा भाई है, मौसेरा भाई है. All these are relative. Here also motion is a relative term. To identify the object is in motion or not, you have to compare from rest, or you can say the object as a reference point with other object. Means, now here comes object at rest or reference point. Rest means, you can say object which does not change their position with time. Means, suppose this is a tree standing on the, growing on the roadside for a longer period of time. What you see, position of this tree is here for many years. It is not changing their position. Whenever you come, you will see that tree is here only. Their position is not changes with the time. Means this tree is at rest position. And you can take this tree as a reference point. How? A vehicle moving on a road side, then you can say that this bus is in motion with comparison to the tree. Tree here you say that it is a reference point. Comparing this bus, position of the bus with this tree, because the position of the bus after some time it changes. It comes here. After few times again it will come to here. Means with the time their position are changing with respect to tree also. So you can say that this bus is moving with respect to the tree. So to define a motion, we need two things. One is a reference point and another is the object. Reference point and object to compare it. Reference point also will be any object only. Means two bodies must be there to compare each other. Means suppose a person is standing here, after time t1 it comes here, now you can say that here we are not taking any reference point, we are noticing the position of the object here. Here is the first position and again the position 2 is here. And what you see, as the time passes, the position of this person is changes. It means that if the position of the object is changing with respect to time, then also you can say that object is in motion. And have you ever experienced that when two person are sitting in two different trains and both the trains are moving in same direction, then what do you feel? You feel that we are at constant position, we both are moving, and we do not identify that we are at rest or in motion, because both are moving together with the same speed and in the same direction. Then when you compare it to each other, you can say that both persons are at rest, not in motion. But when you compare one train with other object lying on the ground, then you can say that this train is moving with respect to that object. One more practical experience, that suppose a train is standing on the platform and another train comes without any stoppage, it passes away, then what you see, that the motion of this train is very high with respect to you. The speed of the train, or you can say the motion of this train, is very high with respect to the train is standing on the platform, and the train passes all of a sudden. Means here the motion of this moving train is compared with this train standing on the platform. So after all, you can say that motion is defined as that when an object changes their position with respect to time, then you can say that that object is in motion. If their position is not changing, then you cannot say that that object is in motion. You know that we all are still in motion. Why and how? But we cannot correlate with each other that we are in motion, because you also know that Earth is a planet, and this Earth planet is moving around the sun in their own orbit. So all the objects present on the Earth are in motion. We cannot say that we are at rest. We are in a continuous motion, but we are not able to correlate with any reference point to identify that all objects are moving on the Earth. As soon as you can correlate one object with the other and their position, noticing their position, change in position of the object, then you can say that this object is in motion or not. Suppose some of the object changes very fast position with respect to time, and some of the object changes the position very slowly, then you can say that the object which changes their position very fast with respect to time, then you can say that that object is in fast moving object, or object is in high motion, or the object which is changing their position with very less or slowly, you can say, then the object motion of that object is slow. You can say that slow motion. Object is in a slow motion. The position changing fast, then you can say that object is in a fast motion. Now I have given you a term. One is rest. Then what is the difference between rest and motion? The most important point is that in the case of rest, what you see, there will be no change in position with respect to time, and there will be change in position with respect to time. This is the most important point, that if there is no change in position with respect to time, then you can say that that object is at rest. If there is a change in position with respect to time, then you can say that this object is in motion. So until you identify the position of the object with respect to time, or you can say that with respect to their reference point, when you compare this object, then you can say that object is in motion or not. Now student, till here I hope you have understood what is motion. Once again I am repeating, you can define the motion that if an object is changing their position with respect to time, then you can say that the object is in motion. And if the object does not changes their position with the respect to time, then you can say that that object is at rest. Now here I am going to explain different types of motion which you have already heard. That first is rectilinear motion. Rectilinear. What do you mean by the word rectilinear? In class 6, I hope you have heard the word rectilinear when you have gone through the chapter light. Rectilinear propagation of light means light travel in a straight line. Here also I am telling about the rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion means when an object is traveling in a straight path, means the position of the object is changes with time. Suppose here is A position, after some time t, it comes here, after again time t, it comes to position here, after some times t1, t2, t3, their position is changes and comes here. So when an object is traveling in a straight path, means when their position is changing with the time in a straight line or in a straight path, then such type of motion is called rectilinear motion. Example in your daily life, that is when you are riding a bicycle on a road, or when a moving car on a road, straight road, you are going to the straight road, traveling on a bus or in a cycle or in a motorbike. When if the road is straight and you are changing the position, your position is changes with the time, then you are traveling in a straight line, in a straight path. So that type of motion is called rectilinear motion. Second type of motion is rotational motion. Rotational motion. What do you mean by rotational? Word rotation. In class, your sitting arrangement is in rotation way. You have heard the word rotation. Means your sitting arrangement is done rotation, in rotation. Means last to first and first to last. In this way, your seats are rotated in the classroom. But here we are talking about the rotational motion. The rotational motion means object which is moving in a fixed axis, just like the motion of the fan. Here the fan is moving in their fixed axis. Fan is moving in a fixed axis means in a rotational motion, or you wheel of your bicycle rotating along their axis. One more common example of rotational motion is that rotation of the earth along its axis. Due to the rotation of the earth, what we get? Day and night. Formation of day and night takes place due to the rotation of the earth around its axis. That is called a rotational motion. What do you mean by rotational motion? Is when an object rotates in a fixed axis. Best example is that rotation of the earth around its axis, which causes day and night. Now next example of motion is oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion, oscillation word. Oscillatory motion is also, you can say that, relate with the periodic motion, but little bit different. There is a difference between oscillatory and periodic, so we will explain separately. Oscillatory motion means to and fro motion. To and fro motion means, आप देखे होंगे खेल के मैदान में झूला लगा हुआ है. झूला जो है आगे पीछे स्विंग करता है, देखे है ना, स्विंग करता है मीन्स it is fixed in a point and to and fro motion is there, to and fro motion, that is called oscillatory motion. To and fro motion is called oscillatory motion. Now next example of motion is next type of motion is circular motion. Circular motion in word, you have heard the word circle. From circle, the word derived is circular. Means when an object is moving in a circular path. When an object is moving in a circular path, then you can say that it is showing a circular motion. And best example of circular motion is that our Earth planet revolving around their orbit, revolving in their own orbit around the sun. Although the orbit of the Earth is not circular but oval shape, but still we consider as a closed continuous curved path. You can say it. Due to the revolution of the earth, what we get? Different types of season. So circular motion means when an object is moving in a circular path, then you can say that it covers a circular motion. It says a object is in a circular motion. Next is curvilinear motion. It is little bit difference between circular and curvilinear. Curvilinear means curve. While you are riding in a straight road, sometime a turning comes. Then while you turn either left or right, the path is curved. So when the object is moving in a curved path and then move straight, that is called curvilinear motion. Curvilinear motion. So till here you have understood rectilinear motion, rotational motion, oscillatory motion, circular motion and curvilinear motion. Now next type of motion is periodic motion. Now next another type of motion we are hearing, periodic motion. Periodic word means suppose you are attending your class in a school or you are attending in the online classes, you are having the 3 periods or 4 period daily at equal interval of time, your period is started. Means periodic word means if any motion repeats at a regular interval of time. Suppose your period starts from 8 o'clock and the period duration is of 30 minutes, then after 8:30 the first period will be over. Again next period timing is given 9 o'clock. 9 to 9:30. Then again next period is 10 o'clock, 10 to 10:30. Again if you want to attend the first period of your class in the next day, again it will come on 8 o'clock. Means if any motion repeats at a regular interval of time, then you can say that motion is a periodic motion. The best example of periodic motion is that motion of a clock or the pendulum of the clock you can say that it is a periodic motion. because it will repeat after a certain interval of time. So, periodic motions means if such type of motion which repeats itself after a certain duration. Suppose you can say that in daily life you observe day and night. Day and night means it appears every 12 hours differences. You writing that in the time you are writing after 12, you are writing PM. Before 12, you are writing AM. No? So the periodic motion means the motion which repeats at a regular interval of time, that is called periodic motion. Now another type of motion, that is a projectile motion. Projectile word. Projectile. You have heard the word projectile or not? Projectile, you have seen that whenever you throw any object, suppose a person is standing here on the road and throws any object with a high speed or any javelin throw or anything, what you will see, this object will go in this way and then comes to the ground. You have seen in cinema also or in news also, while firing a bullet or a rocket launcher, when they throw or fired the rocket with their launcher, the rocket moves away and drops on the ground, acquiring a such curved path, or targeting any object and then you throwing a stone with a catapult. गुलेल से आप जब फेंकते हैं कोई पत्थर या खींच के मारते हैं तो क्या होता है, वो इस तरह से जाके एक पाथ कवर करता है, एक ऐसे जाके एक ऐसे जाता है और ये इस तरह से वो आके ग्राउंड पे और ये गिरता है. Such type of motion is called a projectile motion. So student, once again, different types of motion: rectilinear motion, rotational motion, oscillatory motion, circular motion, curvilinear motion, periodic motion, projectile motion. Javelin throw is the best example for the projectile motion. So till here, I hope you may be able to understand what is motion. Still there is another type of motion. You can say uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Another type of motion is uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Then how you will identify the uniform motion? Uniform motion means distance in meter and time. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. What you see? Time in second. What you see? The object covering certain distance, 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter, 40 meter and 50 meter at equal interval of 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 6 seconds, 8 seconds and 10 seconds. Here what you observe? At any case, you will calculate. In later on, I will give the details about the speed and other things. But here you understand the time interval is 2 seconds each, and the distance travel increases by 10 meter. Means when an object is covering equal distances in equal interval of time, then you can say that here also the position of the object is changing and the time as the time passes, but both are varying with a constant term. Means after every 2 seconds 10 meter of distance is increasing. How? By every 2 seconds the object is covering 10 meter increases. Means when an object covering equal distances in equal interval of time, then you can say that such object is an uniform motion. Such object is in a uniform motion. Now next type of motion is non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion means what you will see. What you observe here, the distance travel is increasing. Here the increase of 20 meter, here the increase of 20 meter, but here the increase of 50 meter, here again the decrease of 10 meter. But the time interval changes is equal. Means when an object is covering unequal distances, means here see, from here you can see that the change in position difference is 50 meter is changes. Time variation is only 2 seconds. Here also time variation is 2 seconds, change is 20 meter, 20. But here changes from 50 meter. Here again the speed, again the decrease in their speed. So what you see that when an object covers unequal distances in equal interval of time, time interval is equal, but the distance covered varies, changes. They are not covering equal distances. In such cases, such kind of object covering the non-uniform motion. So till here I hope you are able to understand the term motion. Now the second part of this chapter. Now children, I hope you have understood the term motion. What is motion? Different types of motion. And now the second part is given here, the time. Means how you measure the time. So we will deal with the time. You know that generally the unit of time is minute, second, hour, this. So when we will deal with the chapter one by one, because this chapter is basically dealing with the measurement. It is a continuous of your previous class chapter. In class 6 you have studied about the measurement and their units. So here also we will go with the measurement topics also in the next class. Till now, I hope you are able to understand what I have taught you. Please go through the topics more thoroughly and I hope you should remain safe, hygiene. Have a nice day, children. We will again meet you in the next class at the same time with this chapter only, but elaborating more topic of this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.